Hey YouTube, and welcome to my reviews. And this is your girl Goddess Galaxy, and welcome. And I just do reviews of TV shows and give my opinions, and all of my opinions are my opinions, and they're all alleged if I'm talking about celebrity tea or anything like that. And all of this is in fun and just to get a laugh. So if you want to continue on, then let's go. And thank you for my new subscribers. And welcome everyone to Goddess Galaxy. Hey YouTube, it's Goddess Galaxy. I'm doing my review for Married at First Sight season, the new season, in episode 22. Because I didn't do the last episode because I was just irritated that they were taking all day to tell us what Shaq chose. So this episode, it starts off with Dominique and Clint actually walking in the park with her dog. So she has her dog, and he's just talking about his experience. Her and him were just talking, and he's trying to see how she's been, how's everything been going for her, and everything seems to be a-okay. And she was just talking about she got her dog and that she always wanted a dog, and she's thinking about getting the second one. I'm like, okay, you just got this dog, girl. You want another one? Okay, Dom. And then he was telling her how Gina and Mac might go on a date, and she's like, oh, really? Okay. But they both really kind of don't care, to be honest, because they both getting a divorce basically. So it's like, okay, let them go on a date or what have. But I think a little bit that Clint is like kind of hurt. So poor Clint. Next scene is our girls are together, Kirsten and Jasmine. So basically Kirsten is with Jasmine while she's looking at an apartment, and she's kind of like, Jasmine is vibrant, she's happy, she's like, yeah, ready to go on my new chapter and move on and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, girl. So she's ready to move on and have her a good time moving on. So she's just talking about that she wants to get out there and date, and that the next person she's with, she ain't gonna allow it to be 4 or 5 years down the road. It's gonna be a year down the road, and she good. And then she was talking about, Kirsten was talking about, like, right now she really doesn't want to be back in the dating thing, that she's more about her career, which is understandable because she just got out of something so healing for her. It seems like that's what she's trying to do at this moment. She ain't really interested in, like, dating at this moment. But then this girl, Jasmine, is telling her, you could at least date a little bit. You don't have to take it serious. It could just be something that you do, just to get yourself out there. And, you gotta prioritize yourself. And, dating will keep your option open, especially since you're saying you want a husband. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And the best way to get over someone old is to get up under someone new. That's the saying they say. But my thing is, the best way to get over something old is actually heal yourself and to actually get through it and work through your feelings first and be by yourself for a little while first and then jump into something else. It's not good just to be, and just jump to something else, because it never works out. Never does. So the next thing I saw that was important was Shaq was talking about how his Nana passed, his grandma passed, which was sad. I was like, oh. So that's the only part that you see, only time you saw him is because he was talking about the passing of his Nana. I was like, oh, that's so sad. Nana passed away. And he was like really close to her, and he was like happy to talk about his memories with her. And how he was glad she at least got to see him get married and go through that journey with him. And, he kind of missed her passing because he was doing this with the marriage. But that he was happy that she got a chance to see him off, got some life lessons from her, and then he's going to continue on in life and remember all the things that she taught him. So it was sad. I said, oh, at least he had a relationship with his grandma. So the next scene I'm trying to remember is, Clint and Eris are meeting his family. or what have. And then he's talking about his experience with it, and they were all seated outside. And he's like, "Oh, how are y'all doing?" And he's like, "Oh, it didn't work out for either one of us, but it's kind of good. We want to get back out there." And then, they talked about what they learned from it, and the air just like, he learned something new from that, and he wants to get back out there basically. So he's getting a divorce, but he wants to get back out there and date. And then Clint was like, "Me too." And then they were saying like, he said it didn't work out, but they say you did kind of have a lot of common. They have things in common, but it didn't go anywhere. And it's not because of what they had in common. It was because they were not attracted to each other. And then like the issue of what she said to him and him taking offense, and then what he said to her and her taking offense. So it just didn't work. And he's saying that he's looking for something and he wants to be married again. So he's looking out to date. So I was like, okay, that's good. And then they showed Chris and our girl Nicole over here. And, they're getting prepared and looking at stuff over here because he's meeting her, like going to a wedding for someone that she knows, and he's going to meet her family in New York. So they're like picking out stuff and things like that. So it was cute. It's cute. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Chris thing. And after that, after they went down, they looked really nice. They met at a gym and they were working out. And Miss Nicole is serious about the gym. She was working hard. Like, she's way more fit than Chris. Chris looked like an amateur compared to her. I was like, ooh. And then he was like, yeah, I need to get myself together and get toned up. Because he said, I feel like I need to work out more. And she said, yeah, you'll do it. You'll figure it out. And I'm like, yeah. She said she just wants them to do more things together. And then in the episode, they were supposed to play tennis, but instead they played baseball, and she was just catching the ball and things of that nature. And I was like, oh, okay, look at them doing things together. But the thing that was interesting about this episode was when they went to the furniture store. She is very frivolous with money. Like, it seems like they do not connect on the money option. Like, she likes to buy frivolous stuff. Like, she was talking about, oh, I saw a magnifying glass and I want this little huge magnifying glass and I wanted it. He said, oh, yeah, I don't think you really need it. But he said that's just how she spends. So when they went to the furniture store, they were looking at furniture and she saw this gold chair and she really wanted it. And it was like $1,600, and she really wanted the chair. But like Chris was saying, we don't need the chair. But she likes this, and then she was talking about, I could see myself, using it every day. And I said, oh, so she's one of those. Like, she just buys things on a whim. And then if she wants it, she really gonna keep talking about it and keep talking about it. But Chris is not like this. He's simplistic. He's like, I don't like to spend a lot on a couch because the last couch I had was $300. So I'm not trying, but let's be real. You probably got, most couches cost money. Especially if you're getting, a couch and a love seat. And, a couch set is going to cost more than $300. It's going to be like $2,000, $3,000. Or even more than that, depending on the quality that you're trying to. Are you getting all the way leather? Are you getting some other material? Just all depends. So I'm like, okay. And they signed a lease and what have too. So they're going to be moving to their apartment and they're looking for a couch. And she's talking about, oh, let's get a couch for the dogs. And if the dogs sit on the couch, we have this small thing. And I'm just like, girl, night. She has bad spending habits and now she wants to get a couch. I'm sorry, but just because you have a dog, your dog is not supposed to be on your couch. I'm sorry. Dog belongs on the floor and on his dog bed or in his crate. And humans belong on a couch. Like, I don't understand just because you have a dog, you treating dogs like they're human. No, they're not human. They're still pets. And you're a dog, and I know you love them, but no, that's just going too far. And the dogs stay on the couch. That's so disgusting. And what if your guests come over? Where are they supposed to sit? Because your dogs are all over the couch. Like, come on. Like, that is such bad hygiene. So disgusting. I'm like, some people that have dogs they just go too far with it. It's just so nasty. I cannot. Ew. And then next thing I remember from the episode. Because, yeah, I didn't feel like writing down nothing. I'm just going to go off the top of my head for this episode. Because, yeah, I think we got like one more episode or two, and then it should be the reunion. Because I want to do my recap for the reunion. This is being drawn out for no reason. Our girl Jazz goes on a date with someone that she had knows prior to, and she was just, excited. She was drinking wine and talking, just talking about what she learned from her experience being married and what is helping her decide on what she wants to look for the present, the new person, and how she's like more than ever she knows what she wants, and that she really wants to be married, and that she's putting in an effort to date. And then she asked the guy, "Are you attracted to me?" Because her last situation, the guy, her ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, wasn't. So he said, "Why you gotta ask me that?" And she's like, "Just to make sure, because you gotta ensure people are attracted to you, people not wasting your time." He said, "I am, of course." He said, "You're a beautiful woman." I said, "Okay." And then they do a little kiss. I said, "Okay, girl." Then the next thing is Mac and Gina, they meet up. So Mac and Gina meet up, and they go on a date, and they were doing like this, the coffee art. So they were doing that. So they were working on that. And then after they finished doing their little art and everything else, they started talking, and they were talking about how that Gina said that she was very interested in him, and he was like, she was very intrigued by him. When she saw him at the airport, he was the first thing she saw. So she's very attracted to him. She said that he looked nice today, even though he looked very simplistic. He had on a long sleeve blue shirt with blue jeans. Very simplistic. It was nothing swagged out about what he was dressing. So it's just like, Gina, you're full of shit. There's nothing swagged out about what he was wearing. He looked very simplistic and corny. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, he's a corn. Like, I don't understand why you're trying to act like Mac is so much better than Clint when he's really not. Clint is way better than Mac because he actually has a job. He actually has a place of his own. He actually, he has personality. He's a good guy. Like, you are a loser. That's the reason why you and Opal is not going to work. Because you're just a lame. Cannot. I do not like Gina. And Mac and Gina deserve each other because they both stupid as hell. Like, I just feel like it's tacky that they're going on a date after they've been in the same cycle. They know people who are married, currently married to them, and they hang out with the people, and then they have the nerve to be tacky enough to be going on dates. And then he's talking about that he took a position out in Michigan, and then Gina's like, "Oh, it's too bad, but I'm willing to do it." So you're willing to go to the distance with someone long term, but you were sitting right in a couple doors down for someone that you were married to and wouldn't make that work. Make it make sense, Gina. Yeah, you're really stupid. You're a really shallow person. You're not going to find happiness being shallow like that. Like, that's ridiculous. She's so damn shallow. It's ridiculous. You'll make that work, but you won't make your marriage work that you have currently. Like, well, okay. You're a fool, girl. You deserve to be on your own. You and Mac are not going to work because at this point, y'all both are retarded. I cannot. But it's good that y'all figured out that y'all have something in common and y'all both attract each other. So I guess, but I just find it kind of tacky that y'all call yourselves dating each other when you know that Clint and Dom, and y'all hang out and around the same circle. Y'all been through the same thing. Y'all been married to people that, and them, that you would play that little game. Like, I cannot with them. Tacky. Just tacky. Just cannot. And then Gina, she was talking to her friend. They're going down to she's gonna do a wedding or something like that. So she was talking to her friend. I skipped that part that happened way before she did the date, but I'm just doing things in the order I remember. So she met with her friends, and she was talking about her experience and how, she's not trying to look for nothing and jump into anything again, but that she's willing to travel. And her mom brought her dog. She was at her salon, or her salon suite. I call it salon suite. That's not a real full salon. It's a suite. Okay, a suite, a little room, baby girl. It's not a real salon. So she was in her suite, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to give the dog to Clint?" And she's like, "No, I'm the grandma. I'll take the dog." Her mom, I think she was saying. So I'm like, okay. So you see how she's doing all this traveling, how she just leaves her dog with any and everybody. She doesn't even care about poor Hank. Like, you just leaving your dog. Oh, let's just leave him with Hank. With Clinigan. So, like, you could use him for a dog sitter, but that's it. Like, I do not like her. Like, she's like, not. Like, that's sad. You don't even want to spend time with your own dog. Like, I understand you've been in this situation with him, but you're not even spending no time with your dog. You're just throwing your dog off on everybody. Girl night. This is why next episode he's going to take over your dog. And he's not going to bring your dog back because you really don't love him or even care about him. Because me, if I have a pet, I'm going to spend, just like I have children, I spend my time with my children all the time. I'm just not going to leave my child all willy-nilly with any and everybody and just drop my kids off and just go on adventures and go on vacation without my kids. If I'm going to go on vacation, I'm going to take my kids with me. I'm not just going to leave my dog and like, oh, and just leave my dog with any and everybody and not care. Like, that's how she is. She doesn't even seem like she even cares about him like that. She just dropping him off like he don't even matter. Like, dang, you ain't gonna spend no time with him? I couldn't do her. I can't. So then Eris and Mac were meeting up again, and they were talking about their experience, and he was asking him if he's dating. To Eris, and Eris like, yeah, I'm out there, I'm willing to date. And Mac is like, yeah, I'm divorced too. And they're all hyped because they're both in a divorce. And then Eris is like, oh, you were doing that earlier than me. And, you know, he was telling him how he got a job in Michigan or would have, but that he's, you know, open to dating of that nature, but that he got a real good deal that he couldn't, you know, refuse. The pay was pretty good, so a consulting deal or something like that. And then, you know, Gina went traveling or what have, so the girls meet up. It's cool. It's the girls meet up, so Dom, Kirsten, Jazz, and our girl, Miss Nicole. So they meet up. Before they meet up, I know Kirsten reached out to Shaq because he lost his grandma, so she was reaching out to make sure he was all right. And she said her condolences to his family and everything for the death and everything like that. And then she said she was just reaching out to make sure he's okay, and sure his family's all right, and she still cares. Though they're going through what they're going through, she still cares for him. And then the girls meet up and they're doing flower picking. You know, Jasmine is so excited. And she's like really showing her personality now. She's so excited. She said, I'm ready for something new. We're going to pick sunflowers, my favorite flower, which is my favorite flower too. I love sunflowers. They're the best flowers. They're so fragrant. They're the only flowers that raise their petals up when the sun comes out. And they are so beautiful and they smell so great. Like, I've never smelled a rose that smelled as good as a sunflower smells. It's my favorite flowers of sunflowers. They're just so beautiful. And yellow is my favorite color, you know. So they were just all like basically just talking about how they're feeling about everything. And, you know, Kirsten was talking about how she is like asking about whether they think their men are dating or what have. And, you know, Kirsten was, you know, being messy. Basically like, hey, you know, he can't even date me, so I know he's not dating. Obviously, didn't you just say that he had a death, so why would he be dating if he just lost his grandma? He's grieving right now. He's not even thinking about dating. Like, girl, but she was just being too messy for me. But I get it, like, he played her. And then she was talking about how he cried on D-Day and she didn't understand why. Or what have, but he explained to her right in her face why he was crying, though. So what do you need to have closure? I need closure. See, I can't stand when people be talking about they need closure. You don't need closure. He doesn't want to be with you. He told you to your face why he didn't want to be married to you. So what more closure do you need? Next episode, they're going to meet up and she's going to explain why. I'm not understanding that. And then Jasmine was just telling them how she went on a date with the she called him friend boy. I'm dead. Jasmine keep calling this boy friend boy. I'm dead. And then she was talking about how, everything went good, you know, I'm just open and everything for everything. I'm like, okay, Jasmine. Jasmine is ready to mingle. She's ready to go. She's on it. Okay. And then Dom, you know, she's telling them how she's going to be talking to the guy from season 13, which she's kind of thirsty in my opinion. The guy did not hit you up. You hit him up being kind of thirsty. Like, I'm going to need her to sit down somewhere. I don't understand why you're trying to talk to a guy all the way in season 13 when you could just meet a brand new guy and get to know someone new? Why do you want to meet him specifically? Like, she's stupid. I'm like, girl, bye. I cannot with you. And they were just enjoying each other. Oh, yeah, they called Gina. And they asked about if she went out with Max. She said she did, and how they had something in common. But he's moved back to Michigan. You know, Dom did this face like, see. And then, you know, the men met up. And they were sitting and talking about how, you know, how everything's going. And basically, Clint and Aries basically both had sex. They couldn't wait. They just, especially Clint's like, man, I haven't had none in 2 months. I was just letting it all out. He's all describing it and stuff. I felt he was doing too much. I was crying like, yo, Clint is so funny. It's unreal, like how funny he is, and he's so like down to earth. He's hilarious. He's like, the way he's describing it was just too much. I couldn't deal with it. I was doing a worm. I'm like, I'm done with you, Clint. You do too much. He was so funny. And then, you know, basically Marcus told them how he went on a date with Gina, how they have a lot in common, how he's going to Michigan. And then Chris, he was saying, you know, I know Dom is feeling away because she said she couldn't be with me because of that reasoning. And then Chris said, you can't say that because you're divorcing, so you're looking into other stuff because it didn't work out with you. Now, if you would have stayed with her, you probably would have stayed here in Tennessee. She can't say that. And I'm like, yeah, Chris got a point. Like, Dom needs to just stop talking about, then the next week talking about, I found my intuition. But she needs to mind her business. Like, it didn't work between you. You didn't even give it a full chance to work. You already gave up on the situation. You don't know what he was willing to do. He might have bought a place if y'all would have stayed married longer than 3 weeks. Like, yeah, she was doing a little bit too much. Like, I don't even understand why she even cares. Because if they would have brought up Mac around me, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's nice for you, girl. Hope you have fun. And I would have left it alone because who cares whether he moves to Michigan. Like, he's not in a relationship with anybody here in Tennessee. And he got a deal or money that looked good to him. So he's thinking about the money aspect of it. So, you know, the money aspect, which is a good thing. So it is pretty interesting, the episode. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Clint's day. Clint went out with this girl that he was set up with a friend, set him up on a blind date. He was all willing to do it because he already did a blind marriage. So he's like, what is so bad about a blind date? So he's getting with the girl, and she's talking about all these characteristics that she likes. I need a guy that embodies, you know, accountability, and you know, he's this, and he's loyal, and he's, you know, he's active, because she likes somebody that works out and takes care of his health and his body, which is understandable. But then she says something real airheadish, and it's just like, please do not go on a date with this girl again. Talking about, I don't like guys with the same hair color as me because they think we're brother and sister, and people see us together and think that we're siblings. Girl, what? No, they don't, girl. Shut up. And why do people care what other people think anyway? If you're going on a date with someone, the world, what they think doesn't matter. So even if people thought that, why would you even say that to someone on a first date anyway? Like, she's a complete airhead, a complete idiot. Do not go on a date with her again. She's dumb. I'm sorry. She's stupid. She was sounding like normal at first, and then she said that comment, and then I knew she was just plain stupid. Clint, find somebody else. She's dumb. Wasting your time. And then when he was talking with his friends, he told them what she said, and then they were like, gosh, what the hell? I'm just like, exactly, like, good night. We ain't finna play with her. She needs to go somewhere. So, they're gonna do next episode, and that's all that really kind of happened on that episode. It was a episode. I really wish they weren't doing this part where they were doing after the marriage stuff, and they would just went to the reunion. Because this is like drawing the episodes out for no reason for me. But I'm happy Clint is out back dating. I'm happy that Jasmine is happy she's dating. Eris, I don't care what he's doing. He's going on a date next episode. So we'll see if this girl is what he's looking for. Because he's looking for a more thicker body type female. And a girl looks a certain kind of way. So I hope this girl looks better than Jasmine. Because if she not, I'm clowning her next episode and talking shit about her. We didn't really get a chance to see her friend boy because I don't think he wanted to have his face on camera really for Jasmine. But I'm happy Jasmine. Oh yeah, I forgot that when the guys met, they had the dog. So Clint had Hank and this boy had Duchess, and then he was talking about, oh, I can't wait to have the dog another time, and then Jasmine made it clear, yeah, he's not gonna be having my dog anymore, so that's not gonna happen. So I think she just allowed him to have the dog for filming to make to be nice, but after filming, she's not gonna allow him to see Duchess because she made it clear, yeah, he's not gonna be doing that no time soon. So that means that he ain't gonna be seeing that dog anymore, which makes sense to me. And next episode, Gina's having a hard time getting her dog back, Hank, because it's like some battle or something, because they're literally legally married. So in order to get the dog back, it's like some legal battle allegedly. I'm like, oh snap. And then Gina's like, he can't have Hank. Well, you don't seem to want Hank. You keep leaving Hank with your mom and leaving him and keep trying to push Hank off on him. So obviously you don't want your dog. If you can't, I don't care if you go on vacation or what your thing is. Why you keep leaving your dog with anybody? Like, I know that you know him and you were married to him for 2 months or what have, but my whole thing is, if I just got out of something with somebody, I'm going to be focused on doing my career, and then I'm going to be spending time with my dog. I'm not just going to leave my dog and be like, oh, hey, Mom, do you want to leave the dog with him again and again and again? You just keep leaving your dog. You don't even seem like you care about poor Hank. He loves Hank. Hank was chilling and hanging out, so I'm just like, okay. So just like, comment, subscribe, and thank you, subscribers. I appreciate all the love. And thank you for, subscribing to my channel. Any comments you have, just put your comments below. Like and subscribe to my channel. And have a good day. Talk to you later, YouTube.